everybody. Landon Brazil here, co-founder of zfind.com, where property owners are uploading their properties approved for Airbnb to do rental arbitrage, as well as looking for a co-host to work with. Now, in this video, I want to help you guys understand how you can leverage your coaching offer plus a property locating offer in 2024. So I'm going to give you a little background. So I have a lot of experience working with coaches. I have a lot of experience working with affiliates, leveraging our platform as an offer internally in their program and as an external offer as an affiliate. I'm not going to say the number because that's none of your business, but let's just say we've done a good amount of money that is over a lot of people's salary at tech jobs in a 3-year span. Let's just leave it at that, right? Now, I've offered ZFind at both a $1,500 offer and a $297 a month offer. And so what I'm going to help you understand is how you can leverage your coaching business, whether you're a coach or not, whether you're thinking about becoming a coach, and you can leverage it with an offer for property locating. I need you to understand that education is key. You are probably here watching this video understanding that you went through some sort of education program to get to the point that you're at currently so that you can be an expert, at least well enough knowledge about the Airbnb business. You know for a fact that you started off as a beginner. So all beginners must go through some sort of education program. They don't have to. I didn't go through education program until I already had units and I was already messing up, right? I was making good money, but I was messing up in other areas. So I needed that coaching. I don't think I was a beginner, but I was a beginner in the education space. See, beginners have self-confidence, but these are things that they actually don't have. They don't have the confidence of making money in the Airbnb business until they are making money. And they also may not have the time that they think they have, but they may have the money. And even if they don't have the money, if you notice, a lot of coaching programs offer a way for beginners to get capital so that they can start their Airbnb business. So at that point, they still may not have the time unless they quit their job. I quit my job and had a lot of time, right? So I could devote a lot of my time towards trying to make money and figuring out this Airbnb business because I had the time. But I didn't have access to a lot of capital. So I had to figure out a smarter way to get into the business and navigate my way. And that's a whole nother topic. Beginners may also not have the mindset. See, your course actually will teach them how to create that mindset around affirmations and basic levels of being an entrepreneur and navigating yourself in this business and facing rejection and money management and all these different things. But the mindset is something that they kind of have to learn. Time is not really on their side when they have the money, because we know that as life goes on, you lose money. If you're looking to get into an investment opportunity, you're allocating that money to make money. And the faster you can allocate that money to make money, the more successful you can be with the money that you spent versus your time. That's the key area, right? As you're offering education, it's very, 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 very important to help your students learn the basics of the business. You may wonder, okay, I have this education offer, but now I want to help them even be more successful a lot faster. So what do you offer? You offer some sort of done-for-you model. You don't want to offer a do-it-yourself model. You want to offer a done-for-you model to help them see value, where you can take your expertise and what you know in the business and fast-track their success based off of your expertise, giving them confidence, allowing them to allocate their money towards something, free up their time so that they can spend their time on actually learning the business and doing something for them in a faster progression, right? So that's property locating. Or you may have another offer that you want to offer within this, within your coaching program. That's when you come into offering some type of service. So offering a service. And the case that I want to help you understand is offering property locating as a service. For a bonus, I'm going to help you understand how you can actually launch it from there as well. You already know how to launch it as a coach because you have your own unit, so you know how to launch units. So it shouldn't be that difficult, even if you're just placing them with people to help them launch their property. There's 2 ways that you can go about it. You can use Zillow. So your student comes in and you may have an offer where you're helping them with their education piece, and then you'll help them find the property. You'll help them find a profitable property. And then from there, you'll help them get the lease, and you'll help them launch the property, whatever the case may be. So I'm not talking from an affiliate standpoint. That's a whole nother video. I don't want to get into that right now. I want to help you understand how you can use something like this internally in your business without having to be an affiliate. So you're going to go to a platform such as Zillow, and you're going to search for profitable properties that can be used for Airbnb. A lot of times I see this happening is people go to Zillow, they find a property that makes sense and makes money, things like that. But what happens is when they reach out to the property owner is not interested in doing Airbnb. The property owner is not interested in leasing to you to do Airbnb. So it's a waste of time. Now, I'm not saying Zillow is a bad resource. Zillow is a great resource. I use Zillow in my beginning days to help me find properties, of course. Just because you search the property, you find a property and it ends up being profitable based off of numbers you run, that does not mean that you can do Airbnb out that property, because you still have to go through the sales cycle with the property owner to convince them to allow you to do Airbnb at their property. And when they say no, you wasted a whole bunch of time finding a profitable property. The other way that you can fulfill this desire is by using a platform like ZFind, where the properties already on the platform are already approved for Airbnb. So now all you have to do, let's just do a quick example. I can just come to here, and if I'm interested in a specific property, all I gotta do is go to that property, run the numbers, make it make sense for me, and then boom. Now I know for a fact that if the property is already profitable and it's on ZFind, the property is already approved for Airbnb. All this means for me is I just need to go to this form, fill out my information, and send an inquiry, right? It's done. It's a done deal, right? It's a done deal. So all I'm doing is waiting for that property owner to respond to me, so that when that property owner actually responds to me, I know that I can start my lease process. So you're like, oh, what do I do from here? There's two ways that you can leverage ZFind in that aspect. Get the conversation going yourself, or in the form, you can add your students' information. And see, when you add your students' information in the form, right here, when you add your students' information in the form, what this allows you to do is be hands-off in the process, because now your student can apply the information that they have based off of your coaching program and start that process with the property owner. This gives you leverage. This allows for you to fulfill on properties approved for Airbnb without having to do the work. And keep in mind, for your offer, you probably charge that student an additional $1,000 on top of your coaching program. You probably charge them an additional $500, and all you paid was $297 per month. This is a very, very easy thing to comprehend. What I normally see is people they'll create an offer like this and they'll get too overwhelmed because it's too much for them to fulfill when they're making it hard on themselves as it is. So do your best to make it as easy as possible and super profitable, because this is a actual offer that's super scalable. If you're already closing people on a education offer, and then you tell your student, hey, you know what, that you got the education, I understand that you're nervous, I understand that you're a little less confident, and you want to make sure you choose the right property as your first property because you want to get off to a great start. And you know what, I really care about your education, and I really care that you start off on the right start, because normally when people do not start off on the right start, they'll get into a property, it doesn't make sense for their investment, they'll start paying rent, they're not making a lot of money, and they quit. I know a lot of coaches out there, and a lot of coaches care about the money. They really want to make money, right? And it's okay to make money. But how many people do you want to really impact? Do you want to impact people, or you want to make money? You might want to be able to impact people along with making money. And the best way to do that is to help yourself. Help them to help yourself. And so by using a platform like ZFind, it allows you to do that on both ways. For a bonus, I want to help you understand, okay, how can I actually help them with the property and then help them launch the property? So I'm going to create a separate video around this more in depth for property management companies and people that do property launching companies and different things like that. But you have the expertise. You usually have the resources. You know how to find the resources if you don't have the resources. So what's hard about helping them launch their property? See, if you look at a launch company, we'll think about a launch company, for example. A launch company will find the property for you. A launch company will out, go hire the team, or they'll go to the location, set up the property for them, right? And then they'll either manage the property for them or hand it off to them. We had the same exact model. I'm not super into operations of Airbnb. I really love the handoff model where we're finding the property for you and handing it off to you and letting you do what you do best, right? But at the end of the day, you have the resources. So why can't you turn into a coaching program that delegates to your team to help someone launch their property? See, most launch programs are actually charging their clients, I would say, around $7,500. And a lot of these come with no education, which is the mind-blowing thing. So you as a coach, even if your program is $3,000 and you add on a property locating plus a light launch can be simply you finding them their team, and that light launch can be, let's just be reasonable, 1,500. So guess what I did for a light launch? I found the property. I found their team. So guess what? Your student paid $4,500 one time to you, and you paid $297 per month, and you helped your student find the property, and then you found their handyman, furniture assembly person, you found their cleaner, you found their photographer. You told all those people, like, hey, we have this property. They're going to order furniture. Make sure you stay in contact with this specific student. They're going to order furniture. They're going to be at the property. And guess what? Your course already teaches them what to do and how to navigate that whole process, because you created one time, you sold it for $3,000, and you didn't have to do any work after that. So guess what? You just turned into a coaching business that has a property locating offer that you don't have to fulfill on, because another platform already fulfills on it for you. The bonus here is to understand that you can really leverage your coaching offer as an additional offer in your own business to help you scale and make more money without you having to do a lot of work. And if you have the right team members in place, you can delegate this task so that the student still feels like they're getting help from the coach's program, but it's not you directly. That's how you can really leverage a platform like ZFind to help you scale your coaching offer. Let's just say you're running ads, things like that, and you're looking to create more of a profit for your business. Well, having some type of locating offer can help you. And also on top of that, what you can also provide that student with is some type of way of getting funding, business credit, backing, so that they're not spending their own money to do it. So I don't want you to get too overwhelmed of the information I'm providing, but I want you to understand that there's a lot of companies out here that's charging $7,500. I'm being very conservative, by the way. They're charging $10,000, $15,000, even $50,000 to help their students do this very thing. So you can charge a lot lower. You can basically undercut the entire coaching market and the property launching market. Now, if you want to really, really help them out and really, really be super, super valuable, you can do these things for them. And to be honest, you'll make more money doing this than you will in the Airbnb business. I understand a lot of coaches are passionate about Airbnb, which kudos to them. If your focus is making money and impacting as many people as possible, then having an offer like this where you're charging them for the coaching program and then light launch at $1,500 to find the property for them and then find their team and then send it over to them, you become super profitable. Let's just add another bonus to this because I'm just feeling really good. Let's just say they've launched the property, everything looks good. You can even come in and be like, hey, I have a management company, or I have a co-hosting company, and I'll actually manage your property for you at a specific percentage. So now when you think about that, you're increasing. I don't know how to do increasing. Maybe I'll just do an arrow. For those that don't know what this is lifetime value. You're increasing the lifetime value of your student because now they're paying you every single booking or every single month, whatever that model looks like for you, to manage that property for them. And guess what? The best part about it is if they want a whole nother property, guess what? You can charge them for that. So you can charge them $1,500 to find a property for them, or you can charge them $750, or you can charge them $500, or you can charge them $300 to find them another property and repeat this entire process. So now if you offer co-hosting, you offer a management type of style outside of your coaching business, you're taking your coaching students that are coming in as beginners, bringing them into your program, finding a property for them, managing the property for them, co-hosting the property for them, increasing your lifetime value, keeping them in your ecosystem, So then when you create another offer in the future, you already have built the trust with them because you're already helping them at a level that's helping them make their money. And all while you're doing this for them, you're giving them the education that they need so that they can go out there and do it themselves. So that's the purpose of this video. I want to help you guys out. If you found value in this, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you don't find value in this, it's completely fine. I'm going to create enough videos for you to eventually find value in what I'm teaching and what I'm trying to help you understand. If you're a coach or if you're becoming a coach, kudos to you. Thank you so much for providing value to this industry, because without you, we wouldn't have all these people into the business. Without you, we wouldn't have these educated operators and educated hosts. So truly thankful for you, and see you guys in the next video.